Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another awesome summer day in Canada. Well, this is an interesting one. It's a 2006 smart car. It's the CDI, which is basically the 700cc turbo diesel. I always wanted to drive one of these things for the fun of it, and I wasn't disappointed. At all. It's interesting to drive. The driving dynamics is so different than any other car because you're so narrow and you sit so high. Don't try any abrupt movement because you will tilt. And as you can assume, it's horribly underpowered. I am about 220 pounds, and my neighbor is one of my good friends. He's about 260 pounds, and when two of us tried sitting inside, first of all, we were touching shoulders, and I tried to accelerate, and it doesn't really want to move that much because I guess the carb weight is just too much. I just wanted to do a quick walk around. Mercedes, who is the original manufacturer, did an awesome job in trying to save weight. They saved weight with lightweight material every corner. So as an example, these mirrors, all plastic, lightweight. These doors, very light. Everything that you see is light. These pieces, they're just plastic inserts, super light. The interior is very minimalistic. I will go with the interior in a bit. One of the special thing is they have this made glass sunroof, and I think what they actually try to do is save weight with glass, you know. It doesn't really have a boot. It's the first gen, so you basically undo these screws and get access to the panels right through here. You can access to the headlights and everything else. Other than that, it's no surprise. This is the superstructure of that. Of the smart car. When it came out, this was very revolutionary in terms of accepting crash ratings and securing the passengers inside. As a part of the walk around, I wanted to show you. This is where you press to open the hatch. To show you the engine bay. These gas shots are worn out, so it doesn't really stay up anymore. Okay, I'm gonna need to throw that. To open the engine, you basically press the button inside the cab to open the glass, and then you basically press these two things, one here and then one on the other side. This will come off. I will go with go explain the tires in a bit. To access the engine bay, basically you do that and pull this off. You need something to basically one of these bungee cords to hook it with the hole over here and keep it open. And then you basically go turn that, and here's your access to the engine. It is a diesel, and a turbocharged diesel, so the tiny rad in this area, it's not the radiator, it's actually the intercooler. The intercooler has its own fan to keep the temperature down. So here's the oil cap and the dipstick. So I forgot that it was a diesel when I was checking the car, and I looked at the dipstick. The oil is dark black, and I was like, oh my god, that oil is old. But again, then I realized, oh, hold on, it's a diesel, so that's just fine for a diesel engine. Okay, as I said, I will explain the tires. If you notice, the rear tires are staggered. That's how they're supposed to be from the factory. So what I mean staggered is the tires don't sit straight. The tires don't sit straight with the car. It will be a little bit on an angle. It's supposed to give more stability. And also, because the engine and the most of the weight of the car is in the back, the rear tires are wider. So these are 175, 55, 15. On the other hand, the front tires are not staggered, they're straight, and they are very skinny. The factory tire that it came with, which I took out from the back, was 145, 65, 15, which is thinner and taller. I went with a 155, 60, 15, which is practically the same height, but it's a little wider. The reason I had to go with this size, and it's a Kumo Solus, because first of all, only two companies, Kumo and Continental, makes these tires, and it was impossible to find that factory size, which is 145, 65, 15, through Continental at a reasonable price. These tires were $160 each. Like, come on, they're like bicycle tires. And I go a size up with the Kumos, and after taxes they're $100 installed and balanced. So you know what, I just went with a 10mm wider tire. Not really a big deal in terms of the driving dynamics. Well, the next video is going to be a walk around or an in-depth interior.